bid you all welcome on this lovely spring morning. I bid you welcome to our worship service this morning. I bid you welcome to the Lord's table, which has been prepared for each one of you. As we prepare to begin worship today, we acknowledge that it's not only the fifth Sunday in Lent, not only Communion Sunday, but we also have a special guest with us today. Don Smith from Camp Lebanon has come down to speak to us about some of the history of the camp, but also this year's theme and some of the other events going on in the future at Camp Lebanon. So during our children's moment today, I'm going to be turning the mic over to Don to share with those of us who are of camping age and those of us who are of camping age at heart. So as we begin worship this morning, I invite you to take a moment to breathe in the newness of this day as we prepare to celebrate a God who makes all things new through the music of our service, through the prayers that we offer, and through the prelude offered to us in our choral call to worship. I invite you now to rise as you are able and join me in this morning's call to worship printed in your bulletins. The days ahead are dark and full of foreboding.
We watch as Jesus journeys to the cross.
There is no way to change what is to come.
Yet death does not have the final word.
Let us bear witness to God's new life moving within and among us.
God is doing a new thing. Let us rejoice and give thanks.
Our first hymn this morning is How Firm a Foundation, which you will find printed in your bulletins. Please remain standing and join in the singing.
Lord,
Faithful God, you were ever in and with Jesus on his journey to Jerusalem, guiding his choices and strengthening his courage each step of the way. As your beloved children, be with us and strengthen us on our journeys. Through our time of worship and our companionship with one another, teach us to recognize Christ in everyone we meet. Help us to offer your sacred hospitality wherever it is needed, and free us from our fears of scarcity, that we may share from our abundance and be a blessing for others. Amen. At this time, are there any announcements for the good of the congregation?
Yes.
Nancy?
I'd like to invite all the ladies from the congregation to join us in our monthly meeting of American Baptist Women, which will be held this Tuesday from 10 to 11:30 in the Thelma Mount Study. As you know, just being a member of the congregation makes you part of our group. So if you'd like to take a more active role in missions, please join us at 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Nancy. So ladies of the ABW, this meeting, 10 to 11:30 in Thelma Mount. And just as a warning, no, that's not a warning, a friendly word of forewarning for all of you. The ladies of the ABW will be in charge of the meal that is going to take place before our Maundy Thursday service. It's a soup supper with light refreshments, so you may be receiving a call from one of the ladies of the ABW asking you to bring some soup to the church on Maundy Thursday, which is a week from this Thursday. So, forewarned is forearmed. Are there other announcements? Dave.
Doobie.
Hello, folks. Welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
We don't normally put folks on the spot like that, but we're glad to have you with us anyway. I'm sorry?
Will and Elaine.
Will and Elaine, nice to see you again. Or nice to meet you. My name's John. And other folks will announce themselves as you see afterwards. Are there other announcements? All right. As we are nearing Holy Week, I have a slew of announcements, so get out your notepads, get ready. This evening we will be continuing with our contemplative services, so that service will begin tonight at 7 o'clock. It is a reflective and prayerful service. It's brief. It's usually about a half an hour to 45 minutes long. And it's a nice way to sort of keep our eyes and our hearts and our minds focused on the journey from the wilderness to Jerusalem to Palm Sunday and beyond. So I invite all of you to make time for that this evening. Also this afternoon, if you're looking for a more upbeat event, our neighbors up at the Reformed Church just up the street are hosting the Gramercy Brass Quintet. That program begins at 4:30 this afternoon, so you can do both. Make an evening of it here in the borough. That program begins at 4:30, and students from the local high school jazz band will be sort of providing a preamble to the actual concert from the Gramercy Brass Quintet, and the high school students start at 4:15. As you know, during the month of March, we were collecting for the America for Christ offering, so if you have yet to return your pledge and gift to that, please do that as soon as possible so we can send our collective offering off to the Home Mission Society. As you may notice, the tomb is not up on the front lawn. We had some scheduling conflicts yesterday, so if you are capable of helping put the tomb up on the front lawn, we'll be doing so next Saturday at 4 o'clock. So if you're all able, please make yourself available then. Also, in terms of ongoing ministries of the church, our little free pantry is pretty well cleaned out. So if you have it in your budget and your schedule this week, we are looking for a variety of supplies for the Little Free Pantry. You can find the list of what our most popular items are in the most recent issue of the Home Caller. I'm not done yet. I'm halfway through my list. This Wednesday, Bible study will not meet here at the church because I will be participating in the second of 3 Children of Abraham discussions. This event will take place at St. Robert Bellarmine out in the township at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. And this is a group discussion with a Protestant Christian, a Catholic Christian, a Jewish rabbi, and a Muslim scholar. And this time we'll be discussing how our respective traditions greet the foreigner. So how we greet our neighbors and how we greet people who are not neighbors to us yet. So I invite all of you to come to St. Robert's on Wednesday at 7 and hear that discussion. And then just 2 reminders for next week. Trustees, you will have your meeting following worship, so trustees will be meeting immediately following our worship. And finally, it will be Palm Sunday, which means we will be holding our annual Easter egg hunt. So young folks, parents of young folks, grandparents of young folks, please feel free to bring all of your kids for the Easter egg hunt, which will take place immediately following worship next week. And if we don't see your loved small ones on a regular basis, please just give me a heads up so that we make sure we have enough eggs and treats for all.